Microsoft, it's upset a lot with Xbox. Okay, here's the breakdown. Basically, at Microsoft, the parent, owner of Xbox itself, they're like very, very pissed off because Xbox hasn't been releasing first-party games, and I don't blame them for being pissed off. They're losing the console war, even though I still think the Series X is a better console, or at least UI wise better than the PlayStation 5. But like they've had 0 games. I feel like almost every other week now, me and Derek talk about this one way or another. But Xbox,
they've bought like 30. They've bought in like 30 studios and have done nothing with any of them. Like, what are all these studios doing now?
Right, like they're taking such a long time. Like all Xbox has right now is Forza Horizon, which whatever. Hi-Fi Rush, which was a hit for like a day, and no one talks about it now.
Right.
Halo Infinite got delayed from being a launch title, and then it kind of still let everyone down. And it did have Forge, and that's basically it. Right? I think that actually just might be it. Yeah, that's it.
For
that's
exclusives?
Oh, yeah. So Redfall coming out. Don't worry, everyone. The always online. Yeah. Versus PlayStation had, God of War Ragnarok.
Horizon Forbidden West.
Horizon West. Ratchet and Clank Rift
Apart. Ratchet and Clank.
Demon Souls remake.
Demon Souls.
Spider-Man 2 this year, which sucked because it's going to lose Game of the Year to Tears of the Kingdom.
Right.
It's just like PlayStation, just these insane bangers. And
you know what's even crazier about that, though, real quick?
Was it because I was talking interrupted? Was that it?
Yeah. But no, Sony also turns down more exclusive game, like, I don't know the correct word. Game, like, developments, not even developments, pitches, yes, pitches. Sony turns them down and says, no, we don't think that this would be a good exclusive title. Meanwhile, Microsoft's out here struggling like...
Please, we'll take anything.
And Sony's like, yeah, we're good. We're good.
It's like, cool, end of year, they have Starfield. What to do? I mean, it's going to be huge, right? But still, that's still at the end of the year, if that. If it doesn't get another delay. And I'm glad PlayStation has that practice because that means they're very selective on what actually will be an exclusive. It's like they only want the best on their consoles as the exclusive, and they don't settle for less. Good, that's how it should be.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just it's sad because I love Xbox. I love its interface. It's just it's lacking first party games. Granted, I mean for third parties like with Game Pass, I think it blows PlayStation out of the water.
For sure. Right. Game Pass absolutely beats PlayStation. But the problem is that Xbox has specifically been buying all of these game devs, and we don't have any Xbox exclusives. Right. So I can understand why Microsoft is pissed off. They're the parent company, and they're like, all right, cool, Xbox, here you go. And they're like, yeah, we just spent how much money on Bethesda? We have Bethesda. It's like, all right, cool, what are you doing with it? They don't want to talk about Elder Scrolls 6.
Okay.
So it's like they have all these game developers and studios, but nothing has come out.
Yeah, it's been 3 years, and we've gotten so far, for 2.5 exclusives. Like Hi-Fi Rush is not like a $60 game. It's just it's an indie that was exclusive. Yep. So then there's Infinite and Forza. Like in 3 years, that's so little. Come on, Xbox.
It's not a good sign.
Yeah, it's not a good sign.
No, it's not at all.
It's really disheartening. I mean, I assume they're being lifted up by Game Pass and stuff like that, which is fine and all. But where's Gear 6? Where's
Fable?
Well, they need their own superhero.
Where's Fable?
Oh, where's Fable? Oh, yeah, seriously, where's Fable? Why? See, this is what I don't understand. Why doesn't Xbox buy the rights or gaming rights to DC? Sony has Marvel, right? More or less. Well, no, I'm sorry, not Marvel. I'm sorry, Spider-Man. They have Spider-Man, right?
They have Spider-Man.
But Microsoft 1 trillion% should go to Warner Bros. And be like, we want to be the exclusive publisher for Batman games. Boom! I just solved the drought. It's like,
You want to know why I don't? I think they don't do that.
why?
Is because
Counterintuitive.
right now NetherRealm via WB Games has exclusives to PlayStation for Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. So I feel like Mortal Kombat 12 through NetherRealm and WB Games is also going to be. I'm hoping we get an MK12 reveal at the next PlayStation showcase. Like MK12, that would be why Microsoft doesn't buy Warner Brothers or doesn't partner with Warner Brothers, because
Yeah, I was gonna
Sony's
say,
already beat them to it.
I don't think they can buy Warner Brothers at this point, mostly because of all the money they're putting into Activision,
Right.
or trying to anyway. But they need some kind of superhero franchise they can call their own, or just like, realistically, right? The only thing that could match Spider-Man on DC sides is a Batman game, right?
Correct.
Right.
I mean, Superman, I just feel like it'd be super boring.
Yeah.
And it's just like, Batman is DC, no matter how you look at it. Or they do like a Teen Titans game. I think that'd be cool. But like, I understand Rockstar is playing on both sides, but Microsoft, you need to just, I'm sorry, Xbox, you need to buy or have an exclusive partnership, work directly with them, and just make a new Batman game. You knocked 4 of them out of the park, mostly. I know the third one, there's a whole Batmobile tank crap, but I loved Origins. I was arguably my favorite one, and that was I think that was by Rocksteady, right? I know
Which one?
I thought it was a different part.
Origins?
Origins? I
Yeah,
think it was a
no.
different company.
Yeah, okay. Different
Origins was not Rocksteady.
part. Right. Okay. Who was Origins?
I don't remember. Give me a sec.
Origins. WB Games Montreal and published by Warner Bros. Interactive. Okay, so WB
Yep.
Games Montreal. Okay, fine.
But again,
where's that
WB Games, specifically NetherRealm and WB Games, they will not go exclusive to Xbox because Sony has them. Sony has them. The tournament console for Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, which, yes, MK11 Ultimate will be an Evo for 2023. It's going to be played on a PS5. It is not going to be played on an Xbox. It's going to be played on a PS5. They have their Cronus adapters so that you can use an Xbox controller on it if you want, or a gamepad.
Huh.
Yeah. That's what Cronus adapters were originally meant for. They were meant so that you can plug in any controller into any device and play it. If you like an Xbox controller over a PlayStation controller, the Cronus adapter was originally meant so that you can do that. The Cronus Max came out and had like cheat software in it where it gave you auto fire and like auto lock on and all that stuff. So the current version of Cronus is absolute trash. However, yes, like every Mortal Kombat tournament that I've watched, admittedly I haven't watched as much this year because they haven't been as prevalent, but I usually keep up with the Mortal Kombat tournament scene. It is always sponsored by Sony and Astro. That is
Well, Sony's
the
now
two main supporters.
they're now the minority stakeholder in Evo, so I mean that's just a mechanism.
Okay.
But Derek, who wait, crap, what was my question? Video games. Oh yeah, why does Sony specifically have Spider-Man? Like, is it a deal with
Sony
Marvel?
owns Spider-Man. Yeah.
Okay.
They've owned
Yeah.
Spider-Man like forever before
Okay.
like Marvel really started making their movies. So
Yeah, which is why there was a big debacle about the Spider-Man being admitted into the MCU.
right.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, like I'm looking at DC's list. I just don't like if Microsoft could, and Xbox again, could somehow purchase like one DC hero, or like the rights to one. I don't know. I guess realistically, Batman. Maybe you could do a Green Lantern game if he doesn't fly. I don't think the Flash.
No.
I think it'd be too tricky because he's just supposed to be super fast.
Willix, real quick, sorry to interrupt, Eric. Willix, Evo is one of the most renowned fighting game tournaments of like.
I think it's the most.
So-
Right?
It is the most, essentially, it's the most prestigious for fighting games. So
Right.
We looked up the lineup on our previous four-man. I mentioned it on there. You can check out what games are going to be played there. I want to say it's like Tekken 6 or Tekken 7, Street Fighter 6, which is its debut at. Smash is coming back at some point. Mortal Kombat
Smash isn't
11
gonna be
Ultimate. I want to. Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom is coming back as a legacy tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, Smash is completely gone because Nintendo hates fun. It's
Right,
Street Fighter
right.
6, Guilty Gear Strive, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Tekken 7, The King of Fighters XV, Melty Blood type Luminia, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and Ultimate Marvel Capcom 3, which is hilarious.
Man, Melty Blood's really moving up in the world from having to have those
really
tournaments
is.
in the middle of a bathroom.
Yep.
Oh, God,
I
wow.
mean, I'm sure it's not going to be main stage. I'm sure main stage is going to be Street Fighter. It's going to be Mortal Kombat 11, and it's going to be probably Tekken or MVC. But I don't think Melty Blood's going to be a main stage event. But either way,
Yeah, so-
even Evo's lineup has gone down. But regardless, back to Microsoft.
Yeah, again, I know it's impossible based on what you said, but if they could just make some kind of deal for Batman specifically, I think Xbox should really bring back a lot of power. But it's just, or like the Bat family. Really, if it's like all things Batman related, which is Batman, Batman villains and the Bat family. You could
honestly, you might like. I know you and I both have a similar regard for one of the Bat family. Microsoft
crippled back
would make Oracle. No, Microsoft could make a killing off of one member only of the Bat family, and it's not the one that you and I would want.
You're right.
They could make a killing off of Nightwing if they made an exclusive Nightwing game.
True.
Do you know how many people would buy and eat that shit up?
True. Yeah, it's
And then they do that, right? They're like, "Oh yeah, we buy Nightwing," and Sony's like, "All right, cool, we buy Red Hood." I'd be like,
I would love it.
I would too.
Yeah, so I know it's become more of a superhero talk, but I don't blame Microsoft being pissed off at Xbox. There's something just wacky going on because there's so many studios they have now. They went on a tirade for years buying studios, and they're just taking so long.
And there's nothing.
Yeah, there's just nothing. So, oh wait, was Grounded exclusive? It might be. I think that's exclusive.
Yeah, Grounded is exclusive, but it's also not a major studio that released Grounded, right? Like it's
True.
It was exclusive through that like PC first play thing Microsoft does.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, Obsidian did? No way. Did Obsidian do Grounded?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Obsidian did Grounded.
Okay, that makes more sense.
They did get an update apparently recently. Now they've got wasps in the yard.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh God, we got to go back to Grounded at some point.
True.
We got to bring us back.
Dude, we barely survived that wolf spider. How the hell do you think we're gonna make it to the upper yard?
I have a nightmare, dude. The wolf spider was here IRL. He tried to take me out.
I can confirm.
Yes, Jeff.
Wait, little story for a second. I was over at Derek's, and we're chilling, having fun. I'm eating a sandwich, and then right next to I can't see it. I can't see it, but Derek's like to me, Derek, don't move. I'm like, I thought he was gaslighting me because he does that a lot. He's like, there's a giant spider next to your feet. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not. He's like, seriously, don't move. And he's like slowly reaching for like a shoe or something. And then I look down, and it's like the biggest radioactive spider I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I don't know what fucking lab that thing came out of, but they sent it to kill us.
That thing was monstrously huge, and then Derek slammed it down. But it was like I mean, it was scary. Honestly, I was.
Did you scream without the S?
Yeah, I did that
too.
Cream in my pants.
That's a weird thing. Yeah, okay.
I was so heroic. I just did it.
All right. I'm just gonna.
And no, Jeff, you can't sell digital games. You have to sell your account.
Okay, well, continuing forward, we got 2 more to go, and we're already
Yeah.
past the time. So,
Oh,
yeah.